They blocked the old man at a general's funeral. Then the 4-star general stopped everything for him. The uniformed guards crossed their arms, blocking the frail old man in the tattered military jacket. "No unauthorized personnel," one snapped. The old man's wrinkled hands trembled as he clutched a faded photograph, his voice barely a whisper. "I was there, the day he fell." A hush fell over the crowd. Then, from the front row, a 4-star general turned and froze. Comment below. What would you do if you saw this? Stay tuned, this story hits harder than you think. But how had it come to this? A forgotten hero, barred from honoring his fallen brother in arms. And why did the sight of this old man make the most decorated general in the room halt the entire funeral? The answer lay in a battlefield 50 years ago, and a promise that had never been kept. Walter Jenkins was a man out of time. His small apartment was a shrine to a war long past. Yellowed letters, a dusty purple heart, and a single photograph of young soldiers, arms around each other, grinning before hell found them. Every day he visited the graves of his brothers. Every day he whispered their names. But today wasn't just any funeral. Today they were burying the last of them, General Richard Hayes. And Walter had to be there. Drop A in the comments if your heart aches for Walter already. Then hit subscribe, because what happens next changes everything. The funeral was invitation only, guarded by stone-faced soldiers who didn't recognize the old man in the moth-eaten coat. When Walter tried to step forward, a young lieutenant barred his path. "This is for family and high-ranking officials, sir." Walter's chest tightened. "I was his family before any of you were born." But no one listened. Desperate, Walter pulled out the photograph, the one where a 20-year-old Richard Hayes had his arms slung around him, both covered in mud and blood. A nearby colonel glanced at it, then scoffed. "Photoshop exists, old-timer. Move along." Walter's voice cracked. "Ask General Morrison. He'll remember." The colonel hesitated, then radioed for security. "Would you believe Walter?" Comment, "Honor him," if you think they're making a mistake. Then smash subscribe. Justice is coming. As hands gripped Walter's arms to escort him out, a voice thundered across the courtyard. "Stand down!" Every head turned. General James Morrison, the highest-ranking officer present, was striding forward, his medals glinting under the gray sky. His sharp eyes locked onto Walter, then dropped to the photograph. His face went pale. "Jenkins, my God, they told us you died at Langdong." Walter's knees nearly buckled. "Left for dead," he rasped. "But I crawled back, only to find my unit had shipped home. No records, no honors, just gone." A murmur rippled through the crowd. The young lieutenant who'd stopped Walter paled. "Sir, I didn't—" Morrison's jaw clenched. "You just turned away a man who saved Hayes's life, and half this regiment's fathers." Comment, "Never forgotten," if this hits you hard. Then subscribe, because the ending will leave you in tears. Morrison turned to the crowd, generals, politicians, the press, and pointed at Walter. "This man held the line at Langdong while the rest of us retreated, carried Hayes 3 miles under fire, and we forgot him." Then, in front of 1,000 stunned onlookers, the 4-star general snapped a salute. Not to the flag, not to the casket, but to the old man in rags. The funeral resumed, but now Walter Jenkins sat in the front row, Hayes's weeping widow gripping his hand. Later, as taps played, Morrison leaned close. "Your name's going on the memorial, and you're getting that Medal of Honor." Walter shook his head, gazing at his friend's casket. Just don't let them forget us." And as the last note faded, the wind carried the whispers of 1,000 ghosts, finally heard. Did this story move you? Comment, "Rip Walter's brothers" to honor them. Then subscribe for more powerful tales like this. Share if you cried.